Ho ho boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and
I'm Vicky.
we're here playing the letter again.
And we should be in the dark.
Oh, should I put us in the dark?
I mean, it feels like we should be in the dark.
Let's turn the lights off.
Otherwise, how will we ever get scared?
Do you want to entertain them whilst I quickly go into the light switch?
I mean, what does entertaining them entail? I mean, is there anyone to entertain? Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. Oh, it's extra spooky now, everyone. You would be pleased to know that right now, it's extremely scary. It's also very, very dark. The dogs seem alarmed by this.
Very dark.
Are you still there, Gareth?
I'm still here.
Can't even see you anymore.
You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't... I thought that maybe there would be another spook, but...
There was no scary.
So, what happened in this, like...
I have no idea what's been happening.
Alright, let's
How
just...
long ago did we play? Like 18 years?
It was about 18 years, yeah.
It's been 18 years.
Okay, count on you. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Oh, they're selling the house to that weird couple.
That's right, yeah.
And I keep having... Sorry for the yawns. I keep having visions.
What do you
I
mean?
was her, wasn't I?
What do you mean you were her?
Didn't I voice...
No, we didn't really voice anyone. I was doing the narrator, and there's voices for everybody.
So I don't need to, like, scream or anything anymore?
No, we're not screaming this episode.
Normally I have to do, like, weird voices, and it's hard. My throat hurts.
Yeah, so the last thing that was said. My mind's still reeling. Even after they've left, other agents would kill to have clients like them. Part of me feels lucky about that fact. About the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done.
We don't want to sell the house.
The other part. A second ago, we sold a haunted property to 2 innocent clients.
Well, they're not that innocent. They're dickheads.
Yeah, but you can be innocent and a dickhead, I think.
Yeah, but sometimes it can, like, negate it a bit.
Sure, the commission's big. Big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization.
Oh yeah, we're
yeah,
really
that was the
poor.
thing.
We just
We needed like
noodles.
a sudden. We needed like a sudden injection of
gonna,
cash, didn't we?
And everyone keeps saying we're gonna die because all we do is eat noodles.
Big enough to pay for all 4.
Refer to it as needing a sudden injection of cash.
That's right.
Well.
Yeah. Big
like
enough
we
to
were
pay.
a dodgy drug dealer. Sorry.
That's okay.
Gareth, you hurtle through that, and I'll keep all my opinions to themselves. It's good to be here.
Go on, what you're saying.
I was just saying that it was weird that she would say I need a large injection of cash, like she was some sort of dodgy drug dealer.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying I need to send money home.
Yeah.
Like, it was phrased very oddly.
Like she was trying to hide the reason when the reason is quite like an honourable one, really. You know.
Plus, I don't know why she didn't, like, do something that gives you more of a constant income than just selling houses. If you're desperate for money, like, get a hourly paid job.
Yeah. Just get some art commissions.
Art?
Yeah, just draw a bunch of pictures and sell them for like £500 each.
What?
You could do that, right?
I mean, but that's because I'm an artist. She's not an artist.
I guess not.
That's like telling her to go be a saxophone player for money. Like you.
Yeah.
Well, my suggestion was that she, works in a garage or something. Like in a garage, as in behind the till, not like she trains to become a mechanic. It's not.
I don't think that's outside of her skill set, though.
You think she could be a mechanic?
I think she's shown that she could be.
From the way she picked up that letter at the dead ghost woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd make a brilliant mechanic.
She would. Okay, big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away.
There she is.
from
She doesn't
instant
know how
noodle
lucky
diet
she's
for
got it.
months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well once the deal has been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But knowing that something's in there, and we gave it to the good couple despite that. Oh,
Why does she
Isabella.
keep saying good couple? They've been horrible to her.
Yeah, they've not been very good. What have they done that's horrible, though? She's just, like...
They were like shouting at her and calling her a slut and all that stuff.
I don't know whether she's told her that she was a slut, did she?
Yeah, she did. Because she thought her husband wanted her. And she was like, nobody would want you. You think you're something special and you're a slut.
Oh, I don't think I remember that. That was in the mansion.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because they're all affected by the mansion, maybe. But no,
Yeah,
there was
maybe.
something not right about them. They're the people that used to be in the mansion. Or, as I was about to say, they're the people that used to be in the mansion. Like, imagination.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm tired. You've got me out of bed. So it's 1 in the morning.
Hang on a second. That's not true.
It was 1 in the morning. I was asleep in bed. I went to bed at 11:30. I've got a really big day tomorrow. I'm working in some mines, actually, trying to make money for Gareth because he needs to buy more saxophones. And so I've got work really early. I've got to be up at 5 for work. And he just came and shook me awake and said, get on the computer. I need to do this. And honestly, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. And I tried to eat lunch today and he wouldn't let me because he said that I had too much to do and I didn't have time to eat. So I haven't eaten for, I don't know, 36 hours now. And I haven't had sleep and I've got work. I've got to be at the mines for 5 a.m. So what? I've got to be there in like 4 hours or something? This is horrible.
Just making a note on where I need to cut.
You cannot put this out. The people deserve to know the truth.
Oh, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell next time I call home.
I thought you just said he wouldn't be happy.
The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
She told her that she'd sold the house.
Something. So how does it feel?
Feels great.
How does what feel?
That.
Your
Yeah, she's
first
thanks,
big
sir.
multi-million-pound sales, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be
I've been
memorable
with
for
them
you.
for years. Am I just useless?
Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you going to do with it?
Is anyone going to tell us exactly how much money it is? Somebody was like, they gave us a bonus. I would be like, how much? Tell me exactly how much.
Yeah, do you think, like, how much do estate agents get for a percentage?
Well, I watched that. Oh, sorry. I watched that program with the people that sell mansions to people. And I think they get like 5%.
So it's a multi-million...
Takes that 5%.
So it's a multi-million...
So let's say it was 3 mil, they get like 5%, and then they've had a bonus.
Okay. So what's a percent of a million? Is that
Gareth did
100,000?
Yeah.
So a percent of 3 million.
No, it's not 100,000. Not 1%. That would be 10%.
Is that right?
It's 1,000.
100,000. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so 10,000. So 30,000. I guess it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but is she getting paid at all in between?
But also, I'm assuming it's going to be split between them.
Yeah. Well,
So-
and the bonus.
Yeah.
And also, if they're the estate agent and they get 5%, won't the boss need some?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
sure how
know.
much
Let's-
they get.
Let's just get onto Google and really get to the bottom of this and
Yeah,
find
we'll
out
pause
what
the
the fees
episode
would
here.
be. Yeah, let's end the episode now.
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
All of them?
Thing, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
No more noodles.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
Fuck your family.
Look after yourself and nobody else.
Imagine they're already dead. Imagine they're being shot in the head right now.
She slings an arm over my shoulders and leans in closer to my ear, as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that was nothing.
I don't get it.
Anticlimactic.
What?
It's simple.
Do you mean she doesn't get it?
Do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
Every night until you've run out of money.
Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello,
The last
this is
what?
practically
I'm not
a
sure.
deal.
The last ones. Okay.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way. Unless you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too.
It's just to get an
Just-
excuse.
Just go out for dinner.
It's an excuse to get Rose involved in this letter business, isn't it?
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
I think Rose and Isabella should fall in love.
Yeah, me too.
Do you?
Why aren't
You
they?
could always move.
What about
Bloody hell, you
Isabella and that other guy that her best friend who now hates her likes?
Oh, Ash.
How do you remember their names?
He was.
I was
she,
literally 30 when we last played this game.
She called him Ashhold. Remember?
Oh, yeah. The pun like that. How could I forget?
That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me. But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
Becca.
You go do that. Hold
Oh
on
my
a sec.
God.
Oh my god, it's the phone.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone
She was like
on her desk.
holding on to her.
Yeah. That's what that kind of implies. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client.
No, it's those. It's the client. You've got to get back in that house.
Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents, no matter how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for
Why
it.
have you been doing this for years then?
Of course, I learned eventually. I had to.
What does that mean? I have no talent for it, but I learn. So now you do
Yeah,
have
so
a talent.
you do have talent for it. Contradiction. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a
God,
better
she's
job.
so whiny. Can we just get to the haunting instead of hearing her complain about her job?
Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further.
But if she told you about it, suggests that she might have wanted you to ask about it.
It does, yeah.
Imagine if somebody's like, I was almost a nurse, and you just go, oh, right.
Yeah, well, what would you like for tea?
You don't ask any questions.
Yeah. Guys, listen to your friends and respond when they say something like that to you.
Yeah, I'm assuming some people are socially awkward. Maybe they would be like, oh, I shouldn't pry. But if another person has brought it up, they definitely would like some sort of discourse.
They're inviting conversation.
And you should check in anyway and just be like, yo, how you doing?
Yeah.
Just because, that's nice.
Be kind.
But I guess it's hard for people to do that if they wouldn't want that. I don't know. But yeah, if somebody says, I was almost a nurse, it's common courtesy to say, oh yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
And if they don't want to talk about it, they tell you then. Although that would be like those people that are like, you know who you are, hate backstabbers on a status on Facebook or something.
Or what else is it like? I have had the worst day.
Yeah.
Without any kind of
context or like, yeah.
So maybe she was like, well, if you're not going to tell me about it, you can fuck yourself.
No.
But perhaps it's where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives.
But she was going to be a nurse, was she?
That's kind of what, I don't know, of goals we both let pass us by because of the
Or
circumstances.
does she
we're
just
in.
mean goals in general?
Yeah, maybe. was so...
I mean, I have no idea why she spent years doing this thing that she's not very good at and doesn't earn a lot of money from, instead of doing the thing she wants to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
All in all, she's an idiot.
To discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you.
New client?
Same client.
Signed. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Who's Mark?
Don't know. Rebecca's low. Nobody called Mark.
Not since the first visit to the mansion.
Okay.
Oh, Mark's the guy buying it? Maybe?
No, Luke.
No, Luke's off.
No,
Oh.
Luke and Hannah are the ones that
Oh.
are buying it.
Who's Mark then?
Don't know.
Oh, is Mark our friend? Oh, whatever.
Why? No news from the HR yet?
Make it faster.
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away. I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason.
Who is Mark?
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think we've been introduced to Mark.
Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
Okay. She throws a wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. Oh, like as in waves by.
Yeah. No, she.
I thought like wave was like
had
a
a-
type of scarf or something.
No, she had a fan,
Yeah.
and she just like threw that over her shoulder, so it like
Flapped.
waved. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
it's an American thing.
The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for the much-needed
I didn't
break.
hear a bell.
Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out. But oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one considers taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry packing your lunch.
Are we allowed to like comment on what we think of the game that we're playing?
Of course, sure. Time to make good on that promise I made to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too? In the end, only Becca and Zach could come.
Okay.
Go on.
Well, it's just like it's mostly a girl whining and not very much happening, isn't it?
Well, there was that scary thing that happened.
Yeah, but that was years ago.
This is like all kind of
Filler.
it's like slice of life stuff.
Oh, I thought it was a horror game.
It is a horror game.
So it's just less horror and more just day to day.
No, we're building up to stuff. Like, you can't just
okay.
have scares all of the time.
No,
Sometimes
I
you've
know.
got to
It's
be in a
just it's
realty.
been building up for some time.
Sometimes you've got to be in a realty corporation building and talking about business.
Yeah, I guess.
Ash, on the other hand, couldn't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail. He's at it again, right here today, gone the next day. Oh well, his loss. We've agreed to meet at a nearby cafe. The same one I frequent. Oh yeah, didn't we say that Ash was like, he's a detective or something,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
he?
right.
And there was a reason why he was at the mansion. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. The same
Not
one I
that he
frequent.
said, but yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's what we
investigating
suspect.
the couple, I think. Or the
Yeah,
man,
maybe. That
'cause
makes
he told
sense.
us to be careful with the man.
Yeah.
Do you remember? He was like, "What did he do to you?"
Yeah.
Because you remember the man was like a creep with us as well. Even though you're like, they're not that bad. Like,
I don't think they're bad at
one's
all.
a sexual predator and the other one called us a slut.
Yeah, I think they're fine. The same one
Your
I
type of
frequent
people, I
with
guess.
Becca because it's cheap, and they give away free bread around closing time. Oh,
That
look how
noise is my
scary it is.
headphones. It's got no nose or mouth or eyes.
Quaint, a little old-fashioned. Though looks a
That
wee...
guy's got no face.
No, I know. This guy hasn't got face.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he's just got glasses. A wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. Much like its facade. Facade, that's right?
Yeah.
The interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and a row of shelves boasting an exquisite collection of books cover the walls. Oh, look at that. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people.
Stupid people. Also, there's only two.
Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in some casual chatter when I arrive.
That's like a really weird way of phrasing that your friends are chatting when you get there. Ah, they are engaged in some casual chatter.
It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same things when there's something funny, but there's distance. The kind born purely out of different interests, differing interests. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca.
Zach.
Becca's
was
the
into
teacher. Oh, you think so? Becca was the teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah.
It's not impossible
She's
that
horrible now.
I won't blame him if he is. He might be the tallest in our group, but
Why is
everyone
that
knows
coffee sign like swinging?
because of the wind in this room. Or maybe it's these.
Yeah, it's still a bit weird.
There is something a bit uncanny valley about this whole thing, isn't there?
Yeah.
He might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that it means nothing against Becca's temper.
Why are we friends with this person?
Even I am a little scared of her.
Yep, my best friend.
Becca!
Well, you seem to be in a better mood
Everyone
today.
seems to talk behind each other's back, don't they?
I know that smile, Belle.
Ooh.
Come on, still.
I think she liked us suddenly.
This is new? Oh, this is just saying what's just happened.
Yeah, we don't need to read about what went down.
Okay.
Don't rush me. Let's order food first, okay?
Okay.
I think she should tell everyone she's pregnant.
A waitress comes by to take our order. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of the special vegetarian stovies. Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausages, or potatoes in it.
A sausage is not meat.
No.
Oh.
But today's a good day. Great, even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Steaks for everybody.
Today's special.
Steak for all. Even the person jotting down our orders looks surprised at today's meal choice. She writes it nevertheless
Lobster.
and leaves without a comment. Becca furrows her eyebrows, her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose what's likely a string of reprimands.
Don't worry. It's my treat.
The glare she sends my way reminds me of the one I received from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 years ago.
Very specific, okay.
Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologise the next day. But Becca's far from being my mum. A small sheepish grin is enough to turn that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we're each served our order. It isn't anything fancy. Pan-roasted sea bass with citrus-dressed asparagus
Oh,
and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. That looks pretty good.
yeah.
Or at least that's what the daily special board says.
Why were they surprised at that order?
I never did pay any attention to it whenever I come here. There you go. Since they price whatever's written way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
An interesting way of saying you're starving. I think I might die if I don't eat right now.
Well, that's normal, but I'm so hungry I think I'm dying.
Yeah, it's quite
weird.
funny.
Hey! Not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Fuck off, Becca.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
It's so
What's
great to hang
this
out with
about?
you, Becca.
Let us say, Rebecca, she wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth it.
Look how pissed off she is.
Well, we're waiting.
Well,
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
an expectant grin breaks out on my face.
Oh, God.
Except-
Except I've got feelings that I need to talk about.
I'm sorry, say that again.
And this is important because...
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Oh bummer, maybe I should rephrase it. Ash is not here, so we should celebrate.
No, my instant noodle days are over.
Okay, let me do that again.
It made
Oh,
Zach
it's-
like us.
Oh no, Rebecca's gone up a bit more.
And Zach.
Yeah, yeah. It's both are pluses, that's how you can tell. I didn't realise that.
what,
Oop.
guys? I'm paying! I sold the house!
As the news sinks in, their expressions goes from sheer bewilderment to utter surprise.
I have really supportive friends.
That's more like it.
You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. As of today, I'm Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos and free from my instant noodle binge.
Why doesn't she go by Maria?
Seriously?
It's that thing that people do when they go by their middle name. Never understood it.
Hold it, Belle.
My nan did it
sold the
too.
house?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Maria Carmela de Marco.
Despite how haunted it is.
Which house is this? In Anslem Village? The one with the open house yesterday?
The mansion, yeah.
The one and only.
The one and only house I've been talking about for the past 3 weeks.
Come on, Becca. I know you've got a better memory than that.
Oh. Oh, wow. That's...
She lets out a hum. Although she's nodding, she gives the impression of someone who has heard something unbelievable and is still forcing her brain
Do
to
they not
absorb it.
believe me?
Did she think she wouldn't be able to sell it? They're kind of floating a little bit like the ghosts. Have
Oh,
some
yeah, they
faith in
are.
me. Can you see it? It's
They're
funny.
just blowing at the same way that sign is.
Yeah. Have some faith in me, Becca. Am I not your best friend, or what?
You don't believe me?
The words tumble out my mouth before I could stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the looks on their faces, it seems they are too. Me and my stupid mouth.
I'm sure it ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
What?
What? I'm sure you haven't sold it. Is that what that means?
Or maybe he means
I do believe you.
it's
Oh.
sure. It's not the way you think that she doesn't believe
Right,
you.
okay.
I guess.
But don't you think the sale happened a bit too fast? The open house only started yesterday.
Okay, what do you want me to do about that?
Buyer?
It happens from time to time.
Yeah, exactly. Not selling the house?
Yeah, you're right. I should just call it off.
Happy for you. Just yesterday, you've been really worried where to get money for your dad's new treatment. And now, all of a sudden, you have something.
Yep, I'm really glad I celebrated
Sale
with you.
doesn't
Oh
come
my
through, or
god.
No, they're fraud, or they suddenly back out.
Well, then I guess I'm fucked.
Thanks, Becca, for putting that thought in my head.
Isn't it a little too early to celebrate?
Okay,
Rebecca doesn't
buy your
know,
own.
Bella. If you haven't closed the deal yet, there's still a chance they'll go back on it.
They don't seem like it to me. The lady appeared to really want it, and she approached me without even finishing the tour.
Pressured me into it more like. But I'm not going to tell Becca about that. Knowing her, she'd only worry.
I mean, I guess I'm an idiot and everyone knows it, and it's just to do with that. And that's
Yeah.
why they're all talking to me like I'm an idiot, because I am an idiot.
Joking. Who would do that?
Joking about what?
Oh, sorry. And she
Sure,
already
yeah,
hired
there you
someone to
go.
handle the houses. Yeah.
The rights, apparently. It's actually pretty funny. She's a bit too excited to get the property, she forgot to buy it. At any rate, they've already signed the agreement today, so it's just a matter of time. And don't tell anyone about this, but Ma'am Hannah also gave us something extra.
Something as in...
What did she give us?
Well, we don't know, and we want to stop and find out exactly what our commission is, but
We're not allowed to.
no.
Not in this game.
As in, it's why I can treat you two to a free meal.
I'm more surprised you accepted it.
She
What?
didn't really give us a choice in the matter.
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
Don't lose sleep over this, okay? The couple really want the house. If Rose
Thanks for
didn't
being
sell
so happy with
she'd
me.
likely have paid up front for it yesterday. That's despite the legends, too. I even tried to show them the letter. But nope. I want this house, darling. Go take all our money.
Did we try and show her the letter? Oh, we did, didn't
Yeah.
You don't really think they'd believe that, do you? I'm pretty sure for them, those are just rumors as well. No one is that superstitious in this day and age, Belle. Well, there's you.
we? You idiot.
Right. You know what? I'll just eat all of these by myself.
I begin to gather their plates to my side, the food in each still untouched.
Why are they such dicks?
Yeah. A laugh almost escapes my mouth, with the way Zach's expression quickly changes to disappointment. Becca's hand interrupts me just as I'm about to pull her plate closer to me.
rowdy on me again? I'm just concerned you'll get hurt if this doesn't happen. I know how badly you want to close this deal for your papa.
When we met, if I'd have spoken like her and I really enunciated every letter, would you have been into that?
I think that if you enunciated every letter.
You know the way.
Yeah, I don't know. She's not very likable, is she?
Don't pout.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sure he's gonna be fine now, though, with the money.
I'm sure she's nice when you get to know her.
I think I'll call them tomorrow. Let them know things will be easier. Mama said this morning he's showing progress with the new treatment, too. It's just a matter of time.
These are the worst friends, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I allow myself to smile. Genuine and uninhibited.
Becca slaps me across the face.
It's strange talking about this with other people, even those who have known you for long enough. But today things simply feel a whole lot lighter with them here.
Why? They're horrible?
Yeah. Lunch passes in an enjoyable
I mean, Zach
fashion.
or whatever his name's fine, but you know.
Yeah. Even though he's still not as supportive as he could be.
No.
A laugh here, a playful jab there. But most of it is spent on catching up and telling stories about whatever's
Maybe
keeping
we
us
don't
busy these
actually
days.
just eat noodles. Maybe we're like eating glass and dirt and things.
Maybe.
They
they've
are
got
really
real
concerned.
concern. Yeah.
And haven't washed and we look insane and we've got like shit on our face and stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be kind of
A reveal where we're
yeah.
like absolutely bedraggled.
And that explains why some of the backgrounds kind of look off, because it's not real. Something we couldn't afford to do the day before.
Yeah, and we're just
taking
like
into account
homeless
what
people
happened.
under a bridge right now.
Even Becca's surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Zach, though,
Crack.
appears less energetic. While he's far from being the life of a party, he's definitely not the type to keep quiet in a conversation with his friends. Apart from a few inputs, he's been silent the entire time.
Maybe ask him what's wrong.
If Becca notices,
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
Huh? No, I'm okay.
right down his throat.
No worries, Rebecca.
Doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this will pass.
Is it about the reviews this morning?
Aww.
Oh no.
A pained expression crosses Zach's face, and almost immediately Becca retreats in her inquiry as though the man's look is enough of an answer for her. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? It's pretty obvious. This is why I don't like waking up late.
You heard about those, huh?
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place. I should have expected it.
What reviews?
Let's go get him. Becca glances at Zach. Her motions unsure, eyes asking for his consent on the matter. Although there's a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zach, it has always been better to wait, let him speak on his own. Becca too, to some extent, although with her, explosions of temper are more common.
Seriously?
In the end, he simply answers with a shift of his shoulders, gesturing for her to go on with a tilt of his head.
It's his movie.
Yeah, no shit.
Of course it is.
That doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca.
Zachary, I'm not the one supposed to be telling her about this. It's still your documentary.
It's your responsibility.
Your documentary.
Not bad per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Bad?
Oops. Bad?
Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those bowheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs.
What?
From how her tone rises in anger.
Is she saying it was really bad? So he's like, it's not bad. And she's like, yes, it is.
It's
They
really,
were terrible
really bad.
reviews.
It seems like she's the one slighted and not Zach. A snicker escapes me, which I promptly stamp down on as soon as she sends me a hard look.
Yeah, that's a
Isn't a laughing
weird
matter,
thing
Isabella.
to laugh at.
Some bag just insulted him.
Some ball bag.
Well, that in Scottish means ball bag, yeah? Some
She's
testicle?
She's not Scottish though, is she?
I didn't.
Some ball bag just insulted him.
Down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
A
I don't
lot.
kin about you two.
What?
She
She is
is
Scottish,
Scottish.
Drivel,
but she's like,
educational kids TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say.
so that's why she's so enunciated. She's like hiding this Scottish accent.
I guess.
Interesting.
If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
If nothing else, this helped me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
Can it?
You're giving up.
It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental I did on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you worked on it for months.
Are you not even going to say it was good?
Doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Don't say that!
Jesus Christ. Isabella.
In this coffee shop. Don't say that! My pop strikes the table, sending the tableware on top, clinking against each other. I didn't even notice when I rose from my seat.
Why is everyone so unlikable?
Well, here I am,
It's just a slice of life of hanging out with a bunch of knobheads.
chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher would look at an unruly student. Becca's probably proud. I didn't mean to yell, but there are some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. How exasperating. He of all people should know.
It's just a review.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
Why does that matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
An amused gleam in her eyes when I turned to her. It was in her eyes when I turned to her. What does she find so entertaining here? Help me
Isabella's
here.
like a really idiotic child.
Your friend's about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I haven't read what those people wrote about his work, but a few scathing words shouldn't be enough to discourage someone. I should know, after all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created.
Is it about
isn't something people
suicide?
should scoff
Oh, I
at.
can't
No.
say that word.
It's
I'm
about...
sorry.
I think it's about slavery or something? I feel like it was
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that.
Maybe it was slavery.
I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Whatever I'm about to say gets lost in my tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Yeah, what exhibit?
Classified information.
Okay.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
Nope, not a chance.
Okay.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
A burst of laughter comes from Zach.
Thanks, you two.
This is
No,
me.
nothing funny has happened.
That's really cheered me up.
I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things, how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
There's no face at all. Only a poor imitation of a puppy dog eyes. Puppy dog's eyes? If you could call this one.
Promise?
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys. Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. What's
Enjoying
my aim
yourself?
for another week?
And that's all the answer I need from him. As sentimental as it sounds, there's fulfillment in knowing that another person you know won't take the same path you've walked. It's not
God
like it's
makes
over for
everything
me.
about
Yeah.
herself.
It's not like it's over for me though. I still have time. I could still come back, do my own thing, do what I
Come
really
back
want
to-
to do.
Everyone's an idiot.
My pottery. Surely once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything.
Paprika.
Inside my bag, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon lull. Screen shows Rose. Oh my god, come to the house, it's haunted!
Hey, Isabel. You at the office?
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Right.
BBC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
Oh yeah, she's the Scottish one. She states that as if it already explains everything. Then out of the blue, she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxbourne's streets.
She wants me to go and drop off the floor plans, yeah?
All of which she says in a single breath that I can barely keep up and make out a single word. I stay quiet if only to avoid becoming the next object of her frustration. She's similar to Becca in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
When she has finally run out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick mumbled plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead, and
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye.
she interrupted our thoughts.
Yes. Classic Rose.
She ends the call without even asking for my input. The sky is cloudless and the noontime sun is beating down on the hard concrete when we leave the cafe.
Noontime sun. You just said fish.
It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood. Or make them vulnerable to catching something.
What?
No wonder we have staff members going AWOL lately. Not to mention my boss's mercurial moods.
Why would the sun make people prone to catching something?
Too warm.
So warm I've caught a cold.
Well, you can have sunstroke. Everyone's getting
fever?
sunstroke. Hay fever.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
But I want our usual cloudy weather back. For all the gripes about the unpredictable weather, though, the streets of Luxbourne remain constantly busy. The hurried tapping
There's
of
too much of
shoes
this.
against the pavement and inane chatter coming from the lunchtime
This is
crowd
inane.
fill the humid afternoon air. A small reminder of the things that we still have to do regardless of how much I want.
Like this could have been a sentence.
Yeah, of how much I want to return to the comfort of my bed. Back to Briar Realty for me, Zach to a meeting with a magazine publisher featuring luxury houses, and Becca to her lesson plans and books at home. But more than once, I catch her sneaking
I
along,
better go buy it for her.
a longing glance over something displayed on the shop window. Did she want to buy something? Maybe I can get it for her for this Christmas. I turn my head at the last shop she checked out. A fleeting glimpse. The world stills. She looks at me, eyes hollow, gaze piercing, and boring into my very soul, like a set of chains to keep my whole body still.
Did we see her face last time?
The ghost,
Yeah.
yes. But very briefly.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, there are no shadows or whispers this time, because we looked up, didn't we? Remember
Yeah.
we saw the feet. Only a plea. A hum. Low and indistinct. Compelling me. Beckoning me. Intent on dragging me to the void between the glass. Beyond the glass. Help me. I don't dare move. My heart hammers against my ribs, each beat, every thump, screaming at me to look away and make a run for it. But I can't. I couldn't. All of my limbs feel heavy while my own breathing strains in the face of her calls. Help me.
Leave me alone.
Her mouth is stretched in a grin. Wide and unpleasant, the panic building up in my chest forces me to take a tentative step back. I try not to stare at the decaying flesh, the blood streaming from the gaping wounds on her arms, or her nail-less fingers.
I thought she was hung from a rope. What happened to her arm? Why
Don't
she got no
know.
nails?
Well, also she has no skin on her feet, does she?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want this. Not like this.
What does that mean?
Not after I got what I want for Papa. I think she thinks she's going to be killed.
Stop. Leave me alone.
Will she be killed?
Nope. Her face contorts and she lets out a wail, sharp and utterly unforgiving. Rage. There's only hatred and bitterness. As if the very notion of turning away from her is an offense in itself.
Please, I don't want this.
She's narky like Becca.
Before I know it, I'm stumbling backwards, my own throat hoarse from the screams I didn't even notice already coming from my mouth. Back of my feet catches on a loose stone, sending me sprawling on the ground. The resulting pain completely jolts me out of the haze, blurring my mind. For a little while, my surroundings appear unfamiliar until Becca's face swims into my vision. A look of concern is on her face, and her hands are gripping my arms tight. Even Zach appears beside himself with worry, while he stands behind her, acting as a shield against the small crowd of onlookers already forming around us.
What happened?
Bella, you okay?
You okay? My mouth opens and closes, but nothing comes out.
Sorry, guys. Saw a ghost.
The words refuse to form. They're just floating there. On impulse,
I thought it was going to be like baby stuff or engagement rings or something cool like that.
What she was looking at?
Yeah.
On impulse, I sneak a swift glance at the display window. She's gone.
What is in the shop?
Yet the foreboding feeling
What does she
hasn't
want for
left me.
Christmas? God.
The foreboding feeling hasn't left me.
We're going to get her a terrible present.
My hands are shaking
We're
as
so
I
easily distracted.
push myself off the ground, my weakened limbs relying solely on reflex and muscle memory. Something icy has made its home at the pit of my stomach. I want to throw up. Anything to get the wretched sensation out.
You were screaming.
Oh,
Zach, call
was I?
someone.
Yeah, I think it's like we saw that.
No, I
ghost.
know we were. I was
Oh, I
like
see.
being like, really? No, I'm fine. I don't know what is going on.
Don't. I'm good. I'm good. I need to get to the office. Rose, the floor plans. Someone's going to pick it up. I'll see you later.
Can you imagine? Your friends just suddenly start screaming for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
And she's like,
falls
"Oh,
on the
okay,
floor.
alright, I gotta go. Alright, see you later. You don't want to go to the hospital? No?
Well, I'm not surprised she doesn't want to tell them anything.
Be
Like,
careful.
not
Don't stand up yet.
particularly supportive.
They're not, are they?
Zach, you watch over her for me. I'll call
There's a
for-
bell on a
I'll call
bike.
someone.
Nice. I attempt to smile to put her at ease, but it likely comes off as a grimace. Gently I pushed her hands off my shoulders. My knees are still trembling, but I can stand. Leave. Leave me. Stay away.
Is that what she's saying
Away.
to them?
The humidity's stifling. Everyone stares, I don't know, everyone stares are unnerving and Becca and Zach's concerns are suffocating. I guess it is. I don't want to be here.
Don't
No more.
be here no more.
I break into a run.
a run, and I'm leaving now.
Wish I hadn't left my bed this morning.
Oh yeah, there's all our noodles.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the bin everywhere.
Noodle Town.
Left the TV on. Here with only the occasional drips of water on the sink and the whirring of the fan blades to keep me company, it's easy to fall into a cycle of negative
Hang on,
thinking.
how are we home suddenly?
I don't know whether she's just thinking of home.
Oh right, yeah. Because this is a nice cozy place.
Yeah, but even with the clutter to keep me company, the room still feels a whole lot bigger than usual.
No, she has to go to the whatever.
Well, maybe she had
Oh.
this, and I hug my knees closer as a group passes by outside. She's ran home and freaked out, I guess.
Yeah.
Loud, so loud. If only there was a way to tune everything out, to keep my head from replaying every image, every sound of her. Her screams, her awkward gait as she reaches for me, her bone-chilling smile, her pleas for... Enough. That's enough. A shiver passes over me, though it's not from her hair. No, from the hair still hanging damp against my back, nor the draft that enters the room and from the windows I've left open. My gaze shifts over the letter,
Oh yeah, send this to
sitting-
5
yeah.
people. I
sitting
forgot
on the
about
coffee
that.
table. It edges flutter
How can you send
innocuously.
one letter to 5 people?
I think it means, well, it clearly means just show me to 5 other
But she
people.
did, hasn't she? Shown it to 5
She's
people.
shown it to 4, is she?
No, she showed it to the person who's buying the house. Or the man. One of them looked at it and read it and said, "What is this? Is this a sick joke?" The girl she was selling the house with and her 3 friends.
She said that she was going to show it, and she couldn't. That's what she said before.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, before when
No,
she
she
was...
said she showed it to the woman and she didn't care.
Oh, I read that as like she showed it to her.
No, she said I showed it and
Oh,
she didn't
okay.
care. But remember, one of them read it and said, "Is this a sick joke?"
Yeah.
And then she showed the other one who was like, "Go stand outside." And then she showed her 3 friends. 5 people have seen it now, haven't they?
Okay. Yeah, 3 friends. Okay. Funny how an ordinary looking piece of paper can bring this much trouble. The impulse to
Help
throw it
me.
away or rip it to pieces is still there.
Help me.
I can easily do it, but after that, what? Will she leave me? What about those people who have already seen it? Will they be okay? This uncertainty gnaws at me.
So she thinks there isn't 5 people?
I don't
Or
know.
whatever.
Knowing that she's real and might also go after the people I care about. I just wish someone would listen. Believe me. The abrupt break in the silence nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Blindly, I fish out my phone from under the mess of papers and cushions, where I've carelessly thrown it before taking a shower hours ago. Ash's name flashes brightly on the
Asshole.
screen.
Me
Is he
and
calling because
asshole.
of this afternoon?
Thank you so much for spamming my inbox, scaredy cat.
Hey, Ash.
What's wrong?
I just had a long day. The couple who bought the house wanted us to finish processing the papers within the week. It's a little hectic, but we'll manage.
She was asking her to do it today, wasn't she, Rose?
Yeah.
Really? You sold it?
Don't sound so surprised. I told you, you don't stand a chance. The rights won't take no for an answer. You've been on the losing end from the very start. Ha!
Whoever said I was interested in the house in the first place?
But you said...
Despite his light tone, his snicker only comes off as annoying to my ears. I have to fight the urge to end the call right there and there. Right then and there. Right there and there. Stupid Ash.
You're such an ass.
Oh.
Oh.
And just so you know, I'm not treating you to a separate celebration. Or ever.
No, that's just unfair. And here I was looking something up for you. Didn't you say you wanted to talk to Andrew?
Sandra?
Don't know. Andrew's not one of these names either.
What's our relationship with Ash?
Do you mean on this?
Where is he?
This one, Ash.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good. I pause. I did say that, but I didn't think he'd actually go through the trouble, considering how much he scoffed at the whole topic in the first place.
I don't remember what he was looking up for us.
I don't either.
Is he okay with that?
Something about Andrew.
Totally. Besides, I need to ask him about something. I might as well do it soon. What do you say you come with me tomorrow morning?
Well, there's no harm in it, I suppose. I've got a free day anyway.
I thought we were super busy.
Me too.
I hate
Great,
Isabella.
I'll just pick you up. Don't oversleep.
Don't compare me to you. I'm not the one who sleeps like a rock.
Why does she always talk to him like this? It's so weird.
Yeah, he's
Why
not...
doesn't she just say like, okay, thanks, bye?
Another round of chuckles comes from him. Oh, I will live for the day he'll stop making fun of me. Just wait, you asshole! As I'm about to end the call, he clears his throat.
And, Isabella?
I'm wanking.
His sudden, diffident tone sends my eyebrows shooting up into my hairline. It's a funny wording. Is the world ending today?
Yeah?
Hopefully.
Did you forget something?
Are
He's just hopeless. He hangs up instantly.
But what about her friend who loved him?
Rude, completely rude. I didn't even get to thank him. The busy tone, though muffled, echoes through the receiver. No one is saying
This
this
is
will
like
work.
Sims 1 music.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Even I am doubtful it will. But right now, I'll take anything.
No one's saying what will work.
Him and her? I
What?
don't know.
That's not what she's talking about.
What's she talking about then?
Well, nothing. No one is saying this will work.
I don't know.
Something to do with seeing this Andrew? Well,
Oh yeah, I guess so. I don't know who the Andrew is though. Anything to get out of this nightmare.
is anyone watching? Do they know what the fuck Andrew is?
No one's watching. Sleep comes easier tonight. And for the first time in a long time, I dream. Of clear skies, of unrestrained laughter from children playing in the streets, and of small, cramped dwellings.
Christmas music?
Sounds a bit like it. It's like
No,
it's like nostalgic.
No, I know this song.
I know what you. What is that song? To an outsider, the sight does not paint a pretty picture. However, this is home to me. Oh, October the 23rd, Sunday. And that
Can we tidy your room?
Yeah, well, I'd hope so. Yeah, you're not going to put these away ever. That is the end of an episode.
Really? Only 40 minutes have passed?
No more.
Oh. It feels like more.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right, well, we covered so much ground.
No, we didn't. Nothing happened.
A lot of flavors happened.
Too much flavour. It's very strongly flavoured.
And we read a bunch.
I want more ghosts in windows.
Well, maybe we'll have some more ghosts.
Less like describing people and streets and
the
sounds.
temperature of the street. And it's just, that's how authors are, aren't they? They like to describe the street.
Isn't a book.
It's not, you're right, but it is as well.
Is it?
I think a lot of visual novels are novels.
So this is a full visual novel, is it?
What do you mean by that?
Like it's just a visual novel. It's not any, like sometimes they're visual novels, but they're not. It's not just a novel that you do other things in it too.
I think that I know what you mean. There are choices because there's like a choices map. That
I saw the choices, but I mean, you just reading. Is that what? Like.
Yeah. Do you mean like with Ace Attorney, you kind of choose where to go and things like that? Do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like that so much, but you choose to like look up at a ghost or not.
I think that I would enjoy it more if there was less descriptive stuff that doesn't advance the story.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still invested in this. I think it's going to be.
Because I'd just read. I mean, I read books all the time.
Yeah.
This is like too long-winded for a book. It's like becomes like if I was reading a book, I'd be like, "Oh, and what's going to happen next?" And I'd have like moved fast. This is very slow for reading a book. I think that's why. You know
Well,
what I
maybe
mean?
it's my fault for reading too slow.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Maybe I
guess
should read from now on.
you
Morning
can-
dawn's bright and clear the following day. Like that.
Yeah. Really changes the pace, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll do it like
Yeah.
that next time.
For like an action film. All
Comment
right.
if you want us to read it very fast from now on.
All right. Have a good evening.
See you all soon. Love
See
you.
you. Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye.